your coming out story?
What happened?
My mom found out I was gay and she kicked me out. Why didn't you call me? I tried like a million times.
Why didn't you call me?
I don't get your number no more. I got a new phone. She just called me all types of names and told me to get out and don't come back no more.
I like this episode because I think it had a lot of heart. And I think that it's another one that's just really raw. It's real, like things like that happen. Like you see Manny come in, you know, basically abandoned.
We see this guy crying about being kicked out of his house, and he's coming his only cousin 2 hours away. So he's like on this whole new journey for himself.
I wanted to, for every character, for us to know the way every character came out, and kind of what was the experience like for coming out. And I don't know, I think some of the ones that like really stood out to me was, of course, Manny.
This scene was the most difficult scene to shoot in the web series.
You know, seeing that tragic example played out in reading the script and then also seeing it acted out in the actual episodes was really touching. And then, you know, you see the friends, you see Malcolm there supporting Manny. So you know there's that part where, you know, in the beginning Manny kind of comes through and he's like banging on the door. It's the middle of the night, it's like 4 in the morning or something, can't remember, but you know, we wake up and we have to, you know, deal with him and figure out what's going on and stuff like that. But actually it was like 3 in the morning when we shot that.
Yeah, I remember shooting this episode, I was like so nervous because this is like my dramatic scene, right? So I'm like, I want to have my Lupita moment. I want my Oscar, I want my Academy Award, like this is my Lupita moment. You know, I realized that actors are crazy because like how do you, I mean, you do it, but you have to shoot a scene over and over and over and over and over again, and you have to produce the same emotion, the same energy, and then you can't just slack off because you have people, you know, that you're collaborating with. If you're not on your P's and Q's, then the other actor can't do his best job. So that was a workout. That was an actor workout. Yeah.
I think that when you finally get Manny, I think there's a character for everybody to identify with. I know you, Manny. Your ass is a halfway house for the LGBTQ community. You a hoe.
No, I'm not.
How did your mom find out that you're gay?
She walked in on me giving somebody head.
See?
That don't mean nothing.
Who was that somebody?
My friend's boyfriend. But I promise I won't do that whole shit here.
How embarrassing is that to, yeah, get put out of your house? I mean, I know it's a serious situation and I'm laughing because a lot of people go through this, which is really not funny, but I mean, when you think about it, you get caught sucking a dick. That's funny.
I'm really sorry, man, once again. I'm Tony, by the way.
And I'm still wet. This is the episode where my character is introduced.
I thought, this is Tony in the bar. Yeah, I love that. That was a hoot.
In the comments, I remember, I think it was one comment on like BGC, was saying something about not liking Tony or something to that effect because like he was spilling drinks and X, Y, and Z, yada yada. But I think what sold me on Tony is after he spilled Malcolm's drink, he spilled it on himself.
Let me tell you, Drew Shade is not pouring anything that I didn't pay good, hard-earned dollar for on myself. I'm not going to spill a drink on myself ever on purpose, like ever in life. Especially these New York City drinks are $16, $18. There's no way in life that Drew, if you just even thought that you was gonna meet me at a bar one day and I was gonna spill a drink on myself to impress you, you have definitely thought wrong.
I was over it. I was over it. This was when I was in the show. If I remember watching it. I watched it recently, actually. And so how the scene starts off, how it's set up is Derek Sturtevant, who was our DP. He kind of set up this bar shot where it's kind of a wider shot. So you see Malcolm over there from the back. And then I just remember seeing this shiny ass head. I was bald at the time. I just remember seeing this shiny ass head that was just glistening in the light, and I'm like, just look at me over there, this poor little thing.
That scene that we shot in episode 2, where Malcolm and Tony meet for the first time, was actually the second to last scene we shot in general. So that at that point we had already shot where, you know, I find out that he's gonna leave and that he might be a father, and where I see him, he's an exotic dancer, and where we have sex and like everything, which is, you know, that's interesting too from an acting point of view, right? Because when you primarily do theater, which is generally what I do, you do generally start from the beginning and go to the end.
I also remember having to pour that drink on myself. I only got one shot with that, so I'll go back and watch and see, did it come off right? Does it look natural? Did I make it believable? And that's what you always want to do as an actor, is make things believable, create the world and give the world to the people. So I remember watching that definitely a couple of different times.
It's something that we don't see represented in LGBTQ shows. All you see is like, oh, let's hook up, or like, oh, I met him on Grindr and then he ended up being my boyfriend. But this was like a truly serendipitous kind of like, what's up? Like, you know, like it's real. Like I feel like it transcended what was expected of a show about black gay men.